Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a bracelet that looks completely seamless, feels comfortable to wear, and works beautifully for any wrist size. This is the alternative version of the DIY No-Stretch Gemstone Bracelet from the earlier video. It uses 8mm gemstone beads, size 11 seed beads, and fishing line. And one of the biggest benefits of this design is the continuous look. The toggle is not completely hidden, but it blends beautifully. It looks like part of the bracelet instead of a clasp, and when worn, the bracelet looks smooth and seamless. And the best part is this bracelet opens up, so you can adjust it to fit your wrist comfortably without using elastic. Let me quickly show you how to wear it. Just hold the loop end, slide the farthest gemstone and the second farthest gemstone into the loop, and adjust them so the bracelet looks continues. Today we're making the Fluorite and Chevron Amethyst bracelet shown in the top left. Let me quickly introduce the other bracelets. Aquamarine and Lapis Lazuli bracelet, cool, calm, and ocean-like with a gentle sparkle. Larvikite bracelet, deep gray with a natural shimmer. Carnelian bracelet, warm, bold, and vibrant. Rose quartz bracelet, soft pink with gentle, delicate look. Now, let's talk about the length. These first four bracelets are approximately 6.5 inches, made using 18.8mm gemstone beads. The rose quartz bracelet is slightly longer, about 7 inches, because it uses 19.8mm gemstone beads. These last two gemstone beads, the ones added after threads separate, are used as closure, so they do not count toward the bracelet length. If you want to make your bracelet longer, just continue adding one gemstone bead and one seed bead in turn until you reach your desired length. Before I introduce today's project materials, here's a quick look at the materials used for the other bracelets. Okay, now let's look at today's materials. For today's project, the Fluorite and Chevron Amethyst bracelet. 12 8mm fluorite beads and 6 8mm Chevron Amethyst beads, size 11 seed beads. 10 pounds fishing line. I'm using 10 pounds fishing line, and I'll call it thread during the tutorials. Alright, let's get started. Cut about 30 inches of threads for 6.5-inch bracelet. To make it longer, I suggest adding about 2 inches of thread for every 1-inch increase in bracelet length. You can color the thread tip if it helps you see better. Pick up 24 seed beads. Pass through the farthest bead from the other end of the thread to form a loop. Hold one end and go through the loop one more time to make it secure. Make sure your loop is big enough for 1 8mm gemstone bead and about 3 seed beads to pass through. I'm using Miyuki seed beads, and 24 beads works best. If you're using another brand, double-check your loop size. Hold both threads together and check that the tips are even. If they're not, hold the ends and gently pull until both threads match. Now, hold both ends together and add 4 seed beads. Before threading, it helps to lay out your gemstone beads in order, especially if you're using multiple gemstones like in this bracelet. Hold both ends together and pick up one amethyst bead, then pick up one seed bead. Add one fluorite bead, then another seed bead. Pick up one fluorite bead, then another seed bead. Basically repeat one gemstone and one seed bead in turn until you reach your desired length. Do not thread the last two gemstone beads yet, because we'll use them for the closure later. Go ahead and pass all the beads you need onto the threads. Once you're done, come back and we'll continue from there. Welcome back. Once all the beads are threaded, except the two for the closure, double-check the length. Wrap the bracelet around your wrist and make sure both ends touch. If not, add a few beads. Separate the threads and hold one end. Pick up one seed bead, one fluorite bead, and add another seed bead. We're going to turn around here. Skip the last seed bead you just added and pass through the 8mm fluorite bead and one seed bead. Your thread should now come back to the point where you separated the threads. Next, hold the other thread. Pick up 8 seed beads, then one fluorite bead and one seed bead. We're going to change the direction here. Skip the last seed bead you added and pass through the 8mm fluorite bead and the 8 seed beads. Now, both threads should meet again at the point where they were separated. Pull both threads tight and make sure the longer end you created has good tension. Tie double knots right here where the threads meet and tie them tight. If you tie the knots after passing through the 8mm bead, or if the knots are too loose, the longer end will sag when you wear the bracelet and the closure will not sit straight. Now, we're ready to take care of the remaining threads. Hold the longer thread and pass it through several beads. Go as far as you comfortably can. In this video, I'm passing through 6 8mm beads and 5 seed beads. Then tie a knot. After tying a knot, pass through a few beads and trim off the excess. Now, take the remaining thread and do the same thing, but don't go as far as the longer thread. Avoid tying your knot in the same place. Stop a bit earlier, tie a knot, pass through a few more beads, and trim off the excess. Okay, it is complete. You just made a beautiful bracelet that continues all the way around and is easy to put on and take off.